Hello, Moodlings! My name is Dr. Nicole Lunan, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of MoodMe, a new app that allows you to share over 400 and plus moods, emotions, and desires with your lover, thus making communication simple, fun, and super easy. When we were little, we created a book of beliefs that guided our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Some of these beliefs are beneficial to us as adults. However, we also learned many self-limiting beliefs, or beliefs that keep us trapped in negative thoughts and patterns. This book of beliefs is the blueprint of our lives beyond childhood. These beliefs are based off of techniques to survive when we were children, or things that we learned from our caretakers and learned patterns. This book of beliefs can also be created from the most traumatic things that we experienced as children. Now let's take Sarah, for example. Sarah's mom was an alcoholic. Her moods were unstable, and she felt as if she needed to walk on eggshells around her mother to survive. Her mother would lash out in anger if she made any mistakes, such as leaving the milk on the counter. Sarah was afraid of her mother's angry outbursts, so she created self-limiting beliefs and guidelines that would help her stay safe and survive. The self-limiting beliefs were: you must always be perfect, especially around somebody you love. Don't let your guard down, because you never know when someone you love will lash out at you. You're responsible for the person you love, especially their feelings. The person you love will be nicer to you if you are a good girl. If you follow her rules, then she'll be nicer to you. You need to be on alert when she's around and learn to read the room. This is how you will survive. These are Sarah's self-limiting beliefs that she created as a child. Do any of these self-limiting beliefs sound familiar to you? These self-limiting beliefs helped Sarah survive her alcoholic mother, helped her survive her childhood. However, when she moved out and began her life as an adult, she noticed that her friendships and relationships were quite draining. She kept attracting people who were emotionally unstable, people with addiction issues. This wasn't out of her norm, and it immediately activated the self-limiting belief patterns that she created as a child. Her friend Cora was constantly drunk and high. She often put her in Ubers at the end of the night, did her best to bring her inside. Sometimes Cora would throw up or make a mess in the Uber, and Sarah would pay for it and not bring it up to Cora. When Cora was too sick to do house chores, Sarah would do them for her. When Sarah decided to go out with her other friends, Cora would call her at the end of the night drunk and confused. Sarah would leave her good time with her friends and run to rescue Cora. Sometimes Cora would even lash out at Sarah, saying mean things, make fun of her to other people. But Sarah would stay quiet and laugh along with everybody else, and internally she was in turmoil. She was upset. No matter how perfect she would act, Cora would not respect and love her. Although on the outside Sarah was sweet and nurturing, she never truly let Cora in. Cora had no idea of the workings of Sarah's heart, her deepest vulnerabilities. Sarah liked keeping her guard up because that's how she felt safe. She'd rather please people than allow someone to actually be let in and see the real her. Someone to actually give to her, to allow herself to receive. Sarah was trapped in a repeating pattern. She was manifesting her mother in a friend, and she didn't understand why. She didn't believe she deserved better, because that's all she knew growing up. Those book of beliefs she wrote as a child was binding her to relive that trauma over and over again. However, Sarah did not know that you can rewrite your beliefs. You can let go of your self-limiting beliefs and rewrite your core beliefs, reprogram your mind. You can burn the rules and the framework you learned as a child and start a new book of beliefs, new rules to live by that won't keep you trapped in endless pain, loops, or circles. If you're running into the same issues over and over again, and you can look at those issues and trace them back to how you were brought up as a child, how your parents, caregivers acted towards you, how your siblings acted towards you, it's probably because your inner child is frozen in that moment and is still working with those core beliefs, those core self-limiting beliefs. So your inner child is frozen in time and manifesting from self-limiting beliefs. Now the cool part is that you are not trapped in this. You are able to really break out of this pattern. But the first thing you have to do is you have to acknowledge that those self-limiting beliefs are actually there. You have to acknowledge that a part of yourself is frozen at that age, at the age where the trauma happened, and give yourself permission to burn those self-limiting beliefs and start over again. So let's go through a quick example of what it's like to rewrite self-limiting beliefs. These are Sarah's self-limiting beliefs that she was taught as a child in order to survive. You must always be perfect, especially around someone you loved. we can rewrite that into people who truly love you will accept your imperfections and flaws and all. It's okay to not have to be perfect all the time. So let's go with this self-limiting belief. Don't let your guard down because you never know when someone's going to lash out at you. Let's reprogram our mind. It's okay to let your guard down, feel safe around people you love. Self-limiting belief. You're responsible for the person that you love, especially their feelings. Let's reprogram our mind. You're not responsible for the thoughts and actions and emotions of others. Self-limiting belief. The person you love will be nicer to you if you're a good girl. Let's reprogram the mind. Someone who truly loves you will accept you even if you are not acting like a good girl. They'll accept you at your best and your worst. I give myself permission to be just as I am. Self-limiting belief. If you follow her rules, then she'll be nicer to you. Let's reprogram the mind. People who love you should treat you with kindness, even if you decide not to be manipulated or controlled by them. Self-limiting belief. You need to be on alert when she's around and learn to read the room. This is how you'll survive. Let's reprogram the mind. It's safe to relax around people you love. You are not responsible for their energy. If you think about how different and more positive your life could be if you were not manifesting from a fear-based mindset, from your self-limiting beliefs, your life could change in an instant once you reprogram your mind and you let go of the self-limiting beliefs. If you really think about it, look at your life now and take note of the situations that are repeating, that are negative, that are being attracted to you. It's because you are manifesting from your self-limiting beliefs. Our internal world matches our external world, and our external world manifests from the beliefs that we have allowed ourselves to learn and trust. So my question for you, are you still operating on outdated beliefs? Are you still operating on self-limiting beliefs? During our childhood, we absorb patterns and behaviors. We internalize beliefs and how to interact with parents and everyone around us. Whenever significant trauma happens, we form a belief that dictates our actions in certain situations. So think about the self-limiting beliefs that you created around love and relationships. What did you learn from your parents? How did you learn to survive as a child when it came to love and relationships? Maria grew up in a household where her father was constantly cheating on her mother. Maria would hide in her room as she overheard her parents fighting about infidelity. "Whose hair is this?" her mother would scream. And in return, her father would get angry, loud, and violent. When her father would leave for work, her mother would search father's belongings. She would have hypervigilance. She was looking for evidence that she wasn't crazy, that her husband was in fact cheating on her. Finally, Maria and her mother surprised her father at work and caught her kissing another woman in the parking lot. Maria watched as her mother got out of the car and began screaming at her father, banging her fist on the car in anger and rage. So, what beliefs did Maria write from these traumatic experiences? She wrote a chapter in her belief book about love in relationships. The self-limiting beliefs that she created included: love isn't safe. Cheating will happen. Be hypervigilant and look out for the signs. Expect cheating to happen. Infidelity is a part of a relationship. Don't trust anybody with your heart. I can be replaced. I'm not enough to hold my lover's attention. Lies are a part of a relationship. Loyalty isn't real. These are all self-limiting beliefs that Maria created after she witnessed her mother and father be in a traumatic and chaotic relationship together. So as Maria grows older and falls in love, she attracts lovers who cheat on her, who lie to her, who abuse her. She doesn't know why. She tries her best to choose differently for herself, but she is unknowingly manifesting from her old self-limiting beliefs that she wrote about relationships, the beliefs that she learned from her parents, and therefore she feels hopeless and stuck. Beliefs have the ability to be passed down through generations, if not broken or healed. Because Maria's mother believed that love wasn't safe and that cheating would happen. She manifested that and it became her reality. Maria, as a child, learned from her mother that these beliefs were true because she saw them happening daily. Thus, her mother's beliefs about love and relationships were passed down to her daughter. We all have the power to rewrite these beliefs. We can tear our old belief book up and rewrite it again. We have the power to reprogram our minds, and we have to first admit that we have these self-limiting beliefs and that they do exist. Self-limiting beliefs often originate from two places. One, from your caregivers, and two, from traumatic experiences in your childhood, or what I like to call trauma points. These events can be emotionally, physically, and mentally distressing and may involve our loved ones. For example, when Matt's mother abandoned him, left the family, it created a trauma point. To identify and address self-limiting beliefs, it's crucial to explore these trauma points. Though these memories may be painful, they may also be suppressed or repressed, making them difficult to access. So seek the help of a professional, and it can be valuable in uncovering and processing these experiences. Personally, for me, a trauma point is when something really traumatic happened as a child, and I remember it so deeply that it kind of plays circles in my mind. Like when I'm at my lowest point, that memory comes back up and triggers me all over again to remind me that it's still there and I'm still creating from that wound. However, some people, they don't have the trauma so upfront, it's buried, it's repressed, and sometimes they black it out and they don't remember it at all. So that would be a great time to seek help from a professional. If you don't remember your childhood a lot, it might be because you're blacking it out because it was so stressful and traumatic for you that you decided that you would compartmentalize it and not deal with it at all. So if your self-limiting belief originated from a trauma point, follow these steps to eliminate your self-limiting belief. Number 1, write down your trauma points. Where did they come from? What happened? Number 2, what self-limiting belief did you create from that trauma point? What did you learn as a child? How did you learn how to survive? What beliefs did you create? What did you write in your rule book about how life was going to go? Number 3, what situations are you creating in your current life from this trauma point? How is this trauma point and the self-limiting beliefs manifesting in your current life as we speak right now or in the recent past? Number 4, once you write down your self-limiting beliefs and you understand where it came from, how it's manifesting in your life right now, I want you to rewrite them into a different belief, a positive belief, something that can benefit you now. So if you're saying that love isn't safe, you would rewrite, love is a safe place for me now. You're turning the self-limiting belief into a positive affirmation. And these affirmations you're going to repeat to yourself for 30 days so that we can reprogram your mind. Now, if your self-limiting beliefs were passed down by your caregivers or some people who helped raise you, eliminate your self-beliefs by following these steps. Number 1, what issues did they struggle with often or complain about? Number 2, what self-limiting beliefs did you learn from them and internalize? It could be about money, love, well-being, life and death, happiness, success or failure, health, vulnerability. Number 3, rewrite the beliefs to fit the life that you want to live and throw away the old ones. Number 4, take these beliefs and turn them into affirmations. Number 5, say these affirmations aloud daily for the next 30 days and begin reprogramming your mind. Number 6, know that your world is manifesting from these beliefs and you hold all the power, right? So we're going to the origin point about why did you learn this self-limiting belief as a child? What trauma is the self-limiting belief surrounding, right? Then we go to the present. How is this self-limiting belief and this trauma impacting our lives now? How are we manifesting from this self-limiting belief? Then we go to the next stage. We rewrite the self-limiting belief to fit our needs and what we want to manifest in the future. And then the next step is we turn that self-limiting belief into a positive affirmation that we repeat for 30 days to reprogram our mind. So think about all those negative, intrusive thoughts that are interrupting your day-to-day and holding you back. Those are the thoughts that we want to reprogram, and they come from self-limiting beliefs. Imagine a day, maybe tomorrow, you don't have those thoughts anymore. You don't think a certain way about a situation that's been bothering you. You hold all the power to change this. And if you follow this process, you'll for sure make a difference in your life. Okay, so let's rewrite Maria's self-limiting beliefs. She had a self-limiting belief that love isn't safe. Let's reprogram our minds to love is safe for me now. Self-limiting belief. Cheating will happen. Reprogram your mind. I reprogram my mind to attract a loyal and honest partner. This is my new reality. Loyal and honest relationships do exist in my reality. Self-limiting belief. Be hypervigilant and look out for the signs of cheating. Let's reprogram our mind. I can relax and fall into love safely. Self-limiting belief. Expect cheating to happen. Reprogram. I expect my partner to be loyal and trustworthy. Self-limiting belief. Infidelity is a part of a relationship. Reprogram the mind. Trust will now be a part of my relationships. Self-limiting belief. Don't trust anyone with your heart. Reprogram your mind. I intuitively trust the right people with my heart. I trust myself. Self-limiting belief. I can be replaced. Reprogram. I am of high value and therefore I am one of a kind and irreplaceable. Self-limiting belief. I am not enough to hold my lover's attention. Reprogram the mind. My love is enough to sustain a long, happy, and healthy relationship. Self-limiting belief. Lies are a part of a relationship. Reprogram. Honest partners are real and exist in my relationship reality. Self-limiting belief. Loyalty isn't real. Reprogram. The person I love will have my back. So you can see the differences between the self-limiting belief and the new belief, the reprogramming. Then you can imagine what kind of lover that, Maria would attract if she were manifesting from these new beliefs, the new reprogrammed beliefs. After you've rewritten your self-limiting beliefs and you reprogrammed your mind, you take the new beliefs that you wrote, the ones that you would like to manifest from, and you create an affirmation list. And you do these affirmations for 30 days, every day for 30 days, to create a new habit, to reprogram your mind. For 30 days, you will say these affirmations to yourself to reinforce them in your mind. So for Maria, she would say, love is safe for me now. I reprogram my mind to attract a loyal and honest partner. That is my new reality. I can relax and fall into love safely. I expect my partner to be loyal and trustworthy. Trust will now be a part of my relationships. I trust the right people with my heart. I am of high value and therefore I am one of a kind and irreplaceable. My love is enough to sustain a long and healthy relationship. Honest partners are real and do exist, and the person I love will have my back. With your words and the power with your words, you will attract and manifest a completely different reality based off of your new beliefs and not off of your self-limiting beliefs. All right. That concludes our video for today. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. And if you like this video, subscribe, share, and like. And see you later, Moodlings.